Hey, I'm Milo. Welcome to ancient Egypt, around 2500 BCE. For the next 7 days, we're exploring how people really lived here. The Nile was everything here: water, food, farming, and transportation. Without this river, ancient Egypt couldn't exist. Look at this! Green fields beside the Nile and desert just beyond them. This river turned the land into life. See those channels? Farmers guided Nile water across the fields, turning dry ground into farmland. Most people here weren't building pyramids. They were farming, growing the food that kept Egypt alive. Animals were part of everyday life too. Cattle, goats, and birds provided food, materials, and help on the farm. This is where everyday Egypt came alive. Homes, families, food, work, all packed into busy little communities. These homes were built from mud brick. Simple, practical, and surprisingly good at keeping the worst heat outside. Okay, that's actually really good. Bread feeds everyone here. Every loaf started with hard work, grinding grain, making dough, then baking it. No supermarket shortcuts here. Now this is busy. People traded food, pottery, linen, and other goods, often without using coins at all. No coins? No problem. Goods had value, so people could exchange one useful thing for another. Pottery was everywhere, for food, water, and storage. Mine might need a little more practice. Linen came from flax, and Egyptians used it everywhere, especially for clothing. Even my outfit fits right in. Scribes recorded taxes, supplies, and important events. In a world without computers, writing kept Egypt organized. This plant became one of Egypt's most useful materials for writing, records, and much more. Loti, we make about fentity.
Skilled craftsmen shaped wood, stone, and reeds by hand. Their work filled homes, workshops, and even Egypt's greatest building projects.
Moving massive stone was a huge operation. The Nile became Egypt's highway, carrying heavy loads toward the great building sites.
And there it is, Giza. Thousands of people worked together here on one of history's greatest building projects. Look at the scale of this. Teams moved stone, carried supplies, and organized thousands of jobs to keep construction moving. Even the ground mattered. Dampening the sand could reduce resistance, helping teams pull these enormous loads more efficiently. These weren't simply masses of chained slaves. Evidence shows organized crews of workers who were housed, fed, and supported near Giza. Feeding a workforce this large was a massive job too. Bread and other basic foods helped keep these crews working day after day. Hard work meant injuries happened. Evidence from Giza shows some workers survived serious injuries and received care while they recovered. The precision is incredible. Simple cords, rods, and careful measurement helped builders lay out enormous structures with remarkable accuracy. Before these blocks could become part of the pyramid, skilled workers had to shape and prepare the stone with remarkable care. Once shaped, each block still had to reach the pyramid. Moving stone here demanded teamwork, planning, and enormous effort. Getting a block here wasn't the end. Workers still had to position it carefully, so thousands of stones could fit into one enormous structure. Standing here, you finally understand the scale. This wasn't just a monument. It was an enormous, organized project involving people across Giza. After seeing Giza, one thing is clear. The Nile was at the heart of almost everything: food, travel, work, and daily life. Markets connected everyday life. People exchanged food, pottery, linen, and other goods long before modern shops existed. Beyond the pyramids and temples, most life was much simpler. Families, food, work, and time together at home. Ancient Egypt was more than pyramids. It was the Nile, its workers, its families, and millions of ordinary moments that built a civilization. Bread was part of everyday life here. From grinding grain to baking, preparing food meant hours of work every single day. As the sun went down, another ordinary day ended. After hours of work along the Nile, families returned home. From the Nile to Giza, ordinary people shaped this world through farming, trade, craftsmanship, work, and family life. And that's our journey through ancient Egypt. Thanks for coming with me. I'll see you on our next adventure. Goodbye!